What's up, everybody? We're in the final hour of the PCA show. We finally caught up with our boy Nick Melillo, Foundation Cigars.
Good to see you.
How are you?
Sorry,
man?
I'm late. I'm all right.
No, it's all
right.
good. You're always slammed. It's so good to see you actually here at the trade show.
It's great to be here.
I'm sure it is.
It's very, very great to be here. I'm surprised at the turnout. I thought it was
packed.
A pretty good show.
It was, yeah.
I saw pictures from last year, but I was shocked at the turnout.
It's night and day from last year,
yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, it was good to see.
So what's the last few years been like for you? Obviously COVID, and last year you weren't here. What's been going on in Nick Melillo world?
I think it's been great that we're still in business, and I feel for some of these restaurants and things like that. So it's been crazy to see our industry over COVID kind of.
It went the other way.
It went the other way.
It went up.
Yeah. So I've been busy.
I'm sure.
It's been nice to kind of take a break from living on an airplane and going back and forth a lot.
Yeah. Are you kind of getting back into that traveling?
I am. I've been in Nicaragua most of this year. Up until the show, I came back about 2.5 weeks ago. So
back in the lab.
Back in the lab. Yeah.
Awesome.
Working on a lot of new stuff, getting production going.
Beautiful.
And on point and trying to keep up with the growth.
Speaking of new stuff,
yes.
What do you got to show us?
Man,
we're so excited for your new releases.
We have some exciting things. First, we have the Huawense Macho Raton.
Beautiful.
4 3/4 by 60, 12-count box. We did come out with a 5-year anniversary a couple years ago. This is the 5-year anniversary blend in a more conducive packaging.
Right. The box was like kind of folded, and
that was a piece of furniture.
Yeah.
So this is a nice 12-count, and we also have this in Maduro, which they seem to run away at the show. So this is gonna be a nice extension for Huawense and Wise Man Maduro.
Is that regular production?
Regularly quarterly production. Yeah. So it's gonna be for those accounts carrying Huawense and Wise Man Maduro. Little line extension quarterly production. Beautiful. So this should start coming in hopefully in September.
All right, awesome.
Next, we have our new core line, which is called the Olmec. Olmec is 12-count, 5 sizes, 2 wrappers,
yes.
Claro and Maduro. Olmec is the mother culture of Central America. First pyramid builders, calendar makers, and some of the first to use tobacco and smoke cigars. This is the oldest symbol of a cigar that I've researched, so I thought it was appropriate. But the Olmecs come from the region of San Andreas Tuxtla. So where all the San Andreas Mexican tobacco comes from is this region. They uncovered these colossal heads in the 40s and discovered they weren't Mayan, Aztec, and here's a whole nother civilization that we didn't know about.
Didn't even know about it.
Yeah, so I thought it was a good homage to San Andreas, Mexican tobacco. I work with Abdel Fernandez on this one. Mm-hmm. He's a nut for tobacco. He's got amazing San Andreas inventories, filler inventories. He opens his door to me, and I get to go wild. So
in the candy store.
I really am, and he doesn't like to show me anything that's not. He knows I know what's going on, so he doesn't like to show me the stuff that's not as impressive.
Right.
So
with the Claro version, is there any San Andreas in that as like internally, or is
no internal? Yeah, so it's just a wrapper. It's different stock position on the plant, but from the same plant. We got to use the whole cow, so we're using both the upper primings and the lower primings.
So that's the difference in the wrapper is just the priming.
It's just priming, stock position. Yep. It's just lighter. It doesn't get as dark during fermentation. Not quite as long in the fermentation piles as the upper priming.
Sure.
But it gives a nice, it's kind of a little bit on the smokier side to me because they also in the barns in Mexico are using certain woods to cure it in the actual barn. Right. So it has this nice smokiness to it.
Nice.
I can't decide which one I like better. I kind of go back and forth.
It's a good thing.
Here in Las Vegas, it's difficult because it's so dry in this place.
Yeah, but, everything's a little harder to smoke here.
Yes. So 5 sizes, 5.5 by 48 Corona Gorda. It's really a short Churchill.
Yeah.
6 by 52, 5 by 50, 6x60 and a 7x54 double Corona,
That's
which
a big
these
boy.
are, yeah. But 12 count boxes are, I think, nice.
That's a perfect
Yeah.
amount.
Yeah.
That's a sweet spot for consumers, I think.
It's a nice package
Yeah.
too. You feel like you got something nice. Yeah.
Awesome.
So this should be September. Hopefully we should start with those. I did a tribute to the discovery of King Tut, Highclere Castle. I work with them
Yes.
very closely. This is the Highclere Castle Seneter, it's called, which means incense in ancient Egyptian. This is a replica of a box that was found in the tomb, which we thought would be awesome as a cigar box.
That is awesome.
So this is a 6 3/4 by 52 Perfecto. Unfortunately, I don't have any sticks right now. They seem to have disappeared. I actually have them in my Ziploc, but I have Lord Carnarvon, whose great-grandfather discovered.
Right, there's a whole history there.
It's incredible. It's one of the reasons why I did the Highclere project.
Right.
Is because of the history there. And he was a big cigar smoker.
Yeah. How many times have you made it out to the castle?
I've been there about 3 times.
Yeah.
And
That's
I'll
gotta
be
be
there.
an awesome experience.
It's awesome because they have an exact replica of the tomb.
Do they?
Under the castle.
Wow.
As
you don't
they
see that
found
in
it.
Downton Abbey.
And they don't really talk about it too much,
Yeah.
which is interesting. I don't know exactly why, but it's pretty impressive. So
That's cool.
it's a cool history, and you have cigar smoking, intertwined in
Right.
the whole thing. So this is coming out probably October. November is the anniversary, the 100th year anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
So we're hoping to have them, just around that
Perfect.
time.
Yeah.
So these are going to be limited quarterly production. The idea, is just to have some new line extensions to our existing brands, and then we haven't launched a new core line in a while. So I thought Olmec was a nice addition.
It's perfect.
Yeah. So, and then we also have one last one is the Melillo.
Ah, yes.
6x52. We make this in a Robusto, and there was a lot of people asking for a larger size. So we went and made the Toro size in the Melillo.
Is that limited production still? Or
This is so we're doing limited quarterly production.
Mm-hmm.
So we do them for our special customers that are carrying kind of all the lines of Foundation. Yeah. So this is it's kind of an underground kind of brand because not many people kind of know it's a.
Well, I had the original event-only version back. You handed me one at Rocky Mountain Cigar
I remember
7 years ago, maybe. So.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're doing a new event-only cigar, which is called the Grasshopper, which I've done for the past 3 years, but since there's been no events,
right?
But you might start seeing those at events. Yeah.
Awesome.
Grasshoppers should be coming in. My guys are going to start doing events, so those will be with box sales.
What's the name for the Grasshopper? How'd that come?
Grasshopper came from a book that I was reading from the early 1900s with the explanation of the meaning of the word cigar that I had never heard before. So, I've always heard Sikar, S-I-K-A-R, or that it came from the Taínos. Mm-hmm. This gentleman claimed that the word cigar, that the Spanish used to have gardens in their homes called cigarel, C-I-G-A-R-R-E-L, which meant little garden, but the actual translation is where the grasshoppers congregate, because these little gardens, they would have exotic plants from all around where the Spanish were kind of, roaming. Yeah. And where the grass is means little garden in Spanish, cigarel. So he claimed that's where cigar came from, because when they discovered tobacco, that was like a popular thing to have tobacco in their gardens.
That's fascinating.
I had never heard that, and all the time I'd smoked cigars. Yeah. So I thought it was cool.
That's really cool.
A little something.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. So, are you going to make it to Rocky Mountain this year?
I should be there, God willing.
Beautiful.
Yep. We're also working on opening a new office in the Connecticut River Valley on a 100-acre farm.
Oh, wow.
So you'll be hearing more about that probably in the fall time.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Nick, you're one of my favorite people to talk to. Can't wait to try the new stuff.
I appreciate your patience. I appreciate you guys coming by. I appreciate everything you guys do.
Awesome. Foundation Cigars, go check out the new stuff when you see it. It's going to be awesome.
Smoke Foundation.